Well, hello there, everybody. Remember me? I remember you guys. Long time no see. Nice to see you. Welcome to Trading for All audience. It's been a little bit of a quiet day for me so far. I've been watching oil fall and the market pump. I'm up a little bit here in my TPT funded account, but I did blow the take profit. No, excuse me. TPT is take profit. I blew the TopStep. So we're back to the combines in TopStep. So it goes up 142 on the combine. Watching here for a potential short developing. This could be interesting here. We are up way high on the market. Near the highs of the day. Just made a new high, in fact. Hard to find a short up here, but I'm gonna see how this looks for you. Okay, you see my chart. See these equal highs being tested. I'm gonna go ahead and get short on one. And then over here, check out what I'm gonna do. This instead. So we're watching 3 charts. This is the easiest way for me to keep track of everything. Bitcoin has been pumping too, but looks toppy to me. The VIX, oh, it's in free fall. Not a great short until the VIX starts playing along. Oil under 100. It's hard to be short up here. Hard to find a reason to be short based on my system. I'm just seeing all of these equal highs where we did not break out from. While oil put in a little bit of a bottom, nearing kind of the ceiling for the week. But VIX 1934 after testing 20s earlier. Not looking for a huge position here. Just one mini and a combine. Okay, seeing the top wicks come in from sellers, even with a volume push. We're just above the prior day high, but here's what's interesting to me, and this is why I am not bullish on the day in spite of this giant squeeze up. And in fact, I blew the TopStep funded as I was trying to short this huge pump up. I was short from here, this lower high, got short, stayed short, made profit, stayed short on this retest, got squeezed. And that was the end of that. There we go, we get in some profit here on the combine. That's the bottom that I wanted to see on the VIX. Let's see if it holds. We set a new low, just like oil set a new low. Got a little bit of a bounce. Let's see what happens. Oil's now testing that low. Not great for a short on the market. Watching close there. I'm working on a new strategy over in TopStep, where what I've been doing with this little sort of scalpies, I don't know if it's really working that well for me. I think I might need to go for bigger trades, bigger size. Really like hold for the gusto. I'm gonna go ahead and log out of my take profit, just showing you here, up almost 600 there. I'm just gonna log out of there. And let's get back into some evals. MyFundedFutures, hello, welcome back. I missed you so. Saw some rebills go through there. Think I got a couple of rapids. Yes, I do. Okay, evals over here. I'm already short in my TopStep. Not looking to like triple up that position anywhere else. I would sooner add over here since I have a little bit of profit. Oil made a new low. VIX had a temporary bounce, but it's not looking like it's sticking around. We're making a new high right now in NQ. Let's see if it gets sold or if it has continuation to the upside. Oil free fall. Initial rejection there in the 440s. Tempted to add here. All right, I added at 38. Check out that bottom wick on oil. I think that was just a liquidity test below 98. I don't think we're falling really hard right now with the Strait of Hormuz under a fucking blockade. And that is not good for the price of oil. I don't see how that's helping. I don't see how we're helping. Oh. Wow. For the 42s, I added one more. VIX got a bounce. But is it a real bounce? Doesn't look like it. We're pushing on the high here. Whoa, big pump. Over there on the 5-minute, we got a bunch of green candles in a row. Hard to really hold a short here. I'm looking for the pivot on oil and VIX. Oh, VIX did not put in the bounce after all. Oil is still looking a little promising. I'm gonna throw a stop up here. I want to lose the account on one trade. Seeing the bottoming action on VIX and oil. That's why I'm staying short. I just said I wasn't going to try and scalp, but I will take off 2 once I get into green. I'll leave 1, that one ad up there. Okay. Like the pivoting action that I'm seeing, I just need the UVXY and the VIX to not reject off of the 2-minute EMA. That 2-minute EMA test. Oil is going down. Interesting double top tweezer look. I like that for a short. Not going to add there. Still watching the oil decline. Will it find a bottom? Wow, look at that pump. I took off 1. Could just be a little repositioning via the VIX where we're just going to take the next leg up. I don't want to be too much in the way of that. Music's giving me confidence that I don't know if it's the best thing. All right, added up there. I'm still staying short. I don't think we're gonna dump that far on oil. I think this is just liquidity sweeping below, looking for buyers. I think they're down there. If we start breaking above 50s with gusto, I will take off 1 more. Just wiggling my cost basis around. Okay, almost at 97 on oil. I see the bounce from 97. Por favor. Seeing the VIX with a gap down on the 2-minute. Not great for the short. Okay. Oh, VIX filled it with a vengeance. Like that. Added 1 more at the 50s. Wow, but VIX just continues the rejection area even after that little gap fill. Unexpected. Definitely unexpected. You get under 50s here, or we're not gonna make it at all. Okay, there's under 50. Cost basis is 44.50. This is definitely an interesting pivot. Okay, here's some downside coming in. Got a little pop on the UVXY. Seeing the tick go down. I hate how... Okay, watching close here. This VIX bottoming does look like it's following through. Will the market care? Kind of the question. Or will it continue to squeeze upward? Oil's really not getting any strength down there. VIX chart frozen. Wow, oil really getting down in the 97 zone. Watch out below. VIX 2? Not too much drawdown, so I'm not concerned here. Do you like the top candle that I'm seeing on the 2-minute? $15 is looking very bullish, however, over the prior day high. Oh, got a little green there for a second. See what happens. Close to our cost basis here. Breakdown here could be terrific. Or it could bounce from our entry. That happens sometimes. Okay, here, green momentarily. Little green, baby greens. New 5-minute candle coming in on the VIX. This will be really interesting to see as oil kind of pushes the low. On. Continuing to get the bounce off of the cost basis. Okay, I will de-risk a couple from here if I get a little bit of profits. Wow, look at that. Look at the buy come in. Wild. It's an engulfing candle. We gotta really start to reject, or this is gonna be a bad time for the shorts. Okay, that's the rejection that I was referring to. Off of the 50. Pop above 50 and I'm going to start to exit. That top wick. What I wanted to see. Still staying above our cost basis. That's annoying. It's annoying. Alright, I'm out of one at 50. VIX taking a turn for the worse. Will the VIX hold this bottom? Or are we heading lower and then up on the market for a new leg? Let's find out. Gonna pop back up to 56-ish. I will add one more and then I'll just dump the whole thing if we break above the range. All right, I added one at 51. Another one at 53. I'll dump it all if we break above the range. What's it gonna be? Oil's getting a bounce. While market's at the high. Don't want to see this green come in here. Okay, that's the red I wanted. Moving my stop a little bit just in case we get a big old green candle. Okay, Under 50s. That's what I wanted. Here we go. Here we go now. Don't wick it. Ah, oh, bummer. Come on. A little momentum would have been nice. Didn't get it. Come on now. Come on now. It's okay. Don't be scared. You go on down there. It's okay. There's probably buyers down there, but I'm short, so I would like you to go down now, please. 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 Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Reduced my risk up here from the tippity top. Those are good exits. Still in the red on the day, but that's okay. It's just a combine, baby. Okay. Love the tweezer top from the 50. My cost basis is 52. All that was a big old wiggle to get my cost basis as close to 55, 56 as I could. And my risk is only up to, we'll call it up to 60. It's not much risk at all. That way, if VIX does bottom the way I think it will, I'm going to even let it go as far as 19.2. 19.2 down here is going to be really like kind of the line that I'm watching for on the VIX. 19.2. I'll even put a handy little reference line here for y'all. 1920. Oop. Let's see what happens when we get there. Of course, the market will probably press higher if we get there. So maybe I should open up my stop a little bit more here. Okay. Don't love this candle on oil. It's on the 2 minute, but it is a 2 minute hanging man under resistance on the 97.50. We know that oil loves to bounce off the 50s. And yeah, either direction, this is up or down. So, and the 97 evens. 96 was kind of a level from last week. Let's add another just at 97 as a reference. Definitely held importantly today. That was the low of the day on oil after it gapped up. This is again why I like being in the short. I think it's got potential. Look at that VIX bounce. That's what I was waiting for. Again, could have held for the gusto, but I needed to de-risk because I'm not trying to blow accounts today. Speaking of, how are we doing over here in
order filled.
All right, I'm now short from 540 in my rapid, my funded future 50K rapid. I want to see continuation here to the downside off the VIX bottom and the oil bounce. That oil's got to get over that 97.50 though. That's the tricky bit. Alright, market is bouncy from here. Be careful. We are above all of our EMAs, so any of those could prove to be supportive. Okay, moving my stop to break even over here. Liking the short. Non-trailing here. Let it breathe. Like what I'm seeing off the VIX. This account in particular is a chase. I'm chasing this short, so this is where I take my profits earliest. Ooh, that's why, because we could always get a bounce from here. EMA. 9 EMA, holding up at 440. Shorting into an EMA is never the wisest, but I think we're at a key pivot here on our other indicators, market-wide indicators between oil and VIX. I think we just topped on the market. I'm going to take one off there and move my other ones to break even. Again, this is part of a chase strategy. If you chase it, you got to take the profit earlier. Here, we top ticked, so I don't have the need to chase the stops down. That's kind of the difference of the two strategies. I'll even take this profit earlier before I get stopped out. As soon as I see any kind of rejection on oil or the VIX, that's going to bounce the market up. Might even be happening before I even see it, because VIX still riding its own EMA down, its own 9 EMA downside. Yeah, get stopped out here. Stopped at break even. The 15-minute tweezer top is holding true on the market, but we are very bouncy here. Okay, oil, little rejection, but it was above 97.50, so I'm gonna just get short again. I'm basically the same spot, 41 this time on this account. Only one contract. Over here, still short. If we were to engulf on this candle, I could make the point, make the argument to take a profit. Thrilling price action here. It really feels like this is a false breakout above the range. We did test it and get the real move, but the lack of continuation, this move only went from 30 to 45. That's like a 15-point move, and then we got rejection in the 60s. Watching this engulfing, potentially engulfing candle here as a signal to take profit early. Trying to hold here. Trying to hold my positions with a little bit more conviction. It's hard sometimes. Hard to have conviction when you're fighting the trend. Again, another good reason to take profits. It's never a bad idea to take profit. Matter of fact, I'm going to move my stop just above the EMA there. Seeing this 2-minute candle start to engulf, that was going to be my sort of stop out signal. Watching VIX with a big rejection off its own 9 EMA, which means we're going to bounce off of the other 9 EMA. Still watching oil there above 97.50. Under 97.50 gets my attention to the downside. There's that fully engulfed candle on the 2-minute. What happens next? We pop up to the EMA. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take my profit there. I can re-short if I see a reaction off of this EMA. I got no problem seeing a little bit of red. I'm not upset. I don't think y'all can even see it. I'm down 200 now. Better to re-short if I see anything promising. UVXY getting a little bit of action here. Tick is falling as well. Back at 40, 41. Watching real close. UVXY heading for the lows does not inspire me to go short. Dang. I am short over here. That's good. Taking that profit.
Order filled.
Not looking to hold for long times here. This is a real weird market. But there goes the big sell from 40s now. Will I chase? Down to the 30s. We get a 30 bounce. Again, this is a retest of the breakout. Not sure if it's a really smart place to chase the short from. I'm glad I took my profit when I saw it. Okay, seeing a double VIX reject. Seeing this double rejection right here. This floor could dip down into the 1920s, and that would be the new short to go for. Still seeing oil, although it had buyers at 97, it's getting stuffed at this 97.70s. And if oil's not going up, then I don't know why tech would be going down. It seems to be they're diametrically opposed in the market these days. 97.70 on oil. We got to get really just above 98 to our potential short. UVXY making newish lows. This is one that I love to watch over here. Check us out. Under the prior day low, heading for fresh lows. That should be long the market, not short the market. So I've got conflicting theories here where I think we've topped for the day, but all we're doing is testing the breakout while the UVXY makes new lows. That tells me that the breakout's going to probably hold, and we're probably going to extend to the upside. This is all just a big bull flag. It's like a bull flag on a bull flag, so tough to short from, but I'm still watching for an opportunistic short. A VIX bounce here would be opportune. There's the oil bounce. Uh-oh. Seeing a little bit of lag on TopStep. Don't fail me now. All right, out of one. It is a chase to the downside. Saw oil get the bounce, but it's still kind of getting stuffed around 98. Okay, VIX did make a new low. Will it now get the bounce? Ooh, doesn't look like it. Man, 97.70s again, stuffed again on oil. That oil pump was promising. Now I'm seeing UVXY with a little bit of a promising bottom candle, so I'm going to go ahead and reshort. This is what I wanted to see after making a fresh low. This is exactly what we needed to see. Now we're testing the low from the bottom side. Let's see if we get a little bit of extension to the upside, maybe test this prior day low. Oil, still some buyers here at the 70s. Got to push it above 98 if we want to see downside on the market. So far, we're just riding this 5-minute 9 EMA. Again, tough to short right into the EMA support. Easier to short when we're up here, harder to short when we're down here. Okay, I like the bottoming on the UVXY. Oil, however, not playing along. Okay, seeing it start to manifest on the 5. Here we go. Again, we're just hanging at the EMA. Cost basis is around 34.75. We're at 35. UVXY falling to new lows. This could really pump here. Don't quite know why the market is not following suit to the upside. Curious. 40.22 on the UVXY. 1934 on the VIX. 1920 is that really interesting level on the VIX. UVXY 40.23. Oil kind of falling over here. I could send the market up to highs. We did just survive that retest of the breakout. Testing the EMA above at this moment on the 2-minute. Break above. I'm probably out of here. $87.60s in oil. UVXY, big dumper.
Order
I
filled.
took off one. I'm going to move my stop all the way up here to the high. I de-risked a little bit.
Order filled.
Added. Up at 44. Remember our resistance area was 50. $97.64 on oil. 97.50 would be a convenient support on oil. pump here. 1930 on the VIX. Again, 1920 is kind of the pivot that we're waiting for, so I'm front running that a little bit. But I saw the resistance at 50s, definitely at 60s. I added one at 48. And tough shorts. We got lots of buyers up here. Okay, there's a VIX bounce.
Order filled.
Added one more at 50, right at resistance. Stop out around. Ooh, it's not gonna be. That's gonna be too tall. Stopping out when we start to break above 50s with gusto. Once again, same short as before. Oh, VIX is not holding the bounce. Okay, 760s oil, 97.50 is kind of my cutoff. Could get a big bump here. Will it be upside or downside? That high again. Still selling against the high. Still selling against the high. Considering a de-risk here. All right, watching close. Okay. This is where we potentially break out of the range. 97.60s in oil. Okay, want to see a big dump here. $97.62 oil, 40.14 on the VIX, 1930 on the VIX. That's a little bit of a hanging man look, even a gravestone doji look if this confirms. Gotta get below this candle bottom right here. That's the problem. Okay, still resistance at 50s. Interesting bottom look on UVXY. Trying to break 50s here. Watch out. Definitely don't want to see a rejection on the UVXY down here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're at 52 now. VIX at 1929. Watching real close on that VIX. New low at 40 though. 40 has perhaps a psychological level. VIX 1929. Wow, look at that push. Look at that push above the range. have to be short here. Am I short over here? Not short, I'm flat. Really close up here. Close to my stop. Close to my stop.
Order filled.
Oh, stopped out. Wow. $64 left in drawdown. How are we going to do that? We're going to wait for that 1920. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It was a wick out. It was a wick out. Wicked me out. Look at that. Not seeing an indication to really jump in a short yet, but I don't believe in the long. 1927 VIX. Tick is strong. 455, a little bit of resistance here. That was a new high of day. And immediately got a little bit of a sell-off. That's interesting to me. Not much momentum there. UVXY 40 evens here. There's that push. There's that push. 39.99 UVXY. Let's see what happens on the 40 tap. VIX 1926. Yeah. Okay. I'm short 3 from 58. That's an excellent entry. So I think UVXY reclaims 40. I think oil gets a bounce above 98. Okay, let's see what happens. UVXY at 39.99. Get a little bit of green coming in. $4.58 my cost basis. Yes, that's what I wanted to see. $39.97. My thesis is gonna hold. $19.26 on the VIX. 1920 is our level that we must maintain. Okay, 39.97 still on the VIX, but it looks like it wants to bounce, in my opinion. Oh, it's pushing highs though, pushing highs. Not taking too much risk here. Okay, 39.97. There's a bounce coming in on the VIX. 1924 VIX kind of gapped down towards the pivot. Oil getting a very suspicious bounce here while the market also gets a bounce. I added one more there. Cost basis at 58.25. I went a little heavier there. Look at that oil bounce. That's exactly what I forecasted. I wanted UVXY to bounce off of 40. And I wanted oil to get over 98. That was my prediction. Let's see what comes out. See what happens. Okay, oil at 97.80s. Could reject there. Back to 70s. Oh boy. UVXY did not get the 40 bounce just yet. That was big sell volume that came in on UVXY. Could be capitulation though. Oil got the bounce. 39.94 UVXY. Not great for my thesis. Oof. Okay, VIX 1924. Oil found some buyers. Still like the trade. Don't like how UVXY is doing me wrong though. Don't treat me bad. Sevens, okay. Get you back over 40 UVXY. $39.94 UVXY. Still, look at all that sell pressure. $39.92. Oil got a rejection as well. Market's getting a little dipperoo. 39.94 UVXY. Come on, give me the bounce. VIX 1923. Not too bad, not too bad. We're gonna have to really break 1920 with a lot of oomph if this is gonna continue higher. I don't think that we've got the juice. I don't think this market, I mean, I've been trying to short against the trend for the last 2 days, so I am not the best source of knowing how to short. I'm still learning how to short. I'm learning. Still a baby. Still just a trading baby. Okay, look at that candle on UVXY's 2-minute. Woo! If that gets confirmed, then that will be real bad for the market. Let's see, 39.95. That could be our ticket to get back over 40. However, more red. If we engulf this doji, I'm gonna be out of my short. If we get below 39.91, I will be out of my short. Ah, 39.92. Come on. The bottom. It's the bottom of the doji. Hey, that was the bounce that I wanted to see on UVXY. Let's party now. Come on, it's party time for the short side. That's what I'm talking about. That's the trade that I wanted on TopStep. Come on, come on. Love the topping action, topping candles. Uh-oh, we got squawk
Order
about
filled.
more
Order
peace
filled.
talks. Golly jeez. I de-risked in profit. The timing of that. But here goes UVXY up. That's the bounce that I wanted, but it could just be a 40 tap from below. Okay, I'm still short one for 459. Bit of a top tick. Tippity top was 61.25 in minute 59 even. I will average my cost basis up a little bit because I still believe in this 1920 level on VIX. Check it out here. 1920, my pivot on VIX. What happened the last time we were here? 20. Short starting to work. Stop at break even. Last time that we were here at 1920. This was the bottom on Friday. Aha! This was the bottom on Friday. That's why that's important. Now we did go a little bit lower, it looks like, during the morning Friday, but it did not go lower in the afternoon. Totally recovered. This is the pivot from Friday. Tempted to get in here. Look at all these hanging mans. Get your mans on the hanging man. 64 bucks over here. Oh, wow. Okay, 1922 on VIX. I got my stop in on my other trade, so I'm over here looking for a scalp just to give myself a little bit more wiggle room. Wow, look at the bounce. Look at that bounce. Stopped out. It's okay. I don't see it. I still don't see it. We bounced off the 1920. I don't know why the market did not fall. 60.25 again. We're at the high. 62 now. Wow, look at that pump up. Glad I had my stops in. Check that out. Big old pump. That was what I was waiting for from that potential peace talks again, everybody. Potential peace talks, everybody. 470, but the VIX didn't move. That was a non-VIX, non-oil related move. Okay, there's VIX 1920 tap again. Short 2 from
Order
70.
filled.
Top of the range was 74.25. I'm short 70.62. 97.50 is the test on oil. 97 being really the line in the sand for this short. I'm fighting a pump. Oh, the VIX 1919. Watch out now. Watch out now. VIX is breaking pivot. I added one more. I don't believe that that's the good news that we think it is, guys. More P stocks didn't work out over the weekend. That makes no fucking sense. Okay. Top ticked on the ad at 76.25, with 78.25 being the top. 1918 VIX. Yikes. Wow. VIX continuing to just get pummeled here. Added one more. Want to see a bottom wick start to appear on the VIX off the pivot. What'll it be? There's a long way still to go to the next pivot. Again, we're shorting against the trend and against the pump. Oil's getting a little bit of some action here. I will de-risk once I start to see some green. Haven't seen any bouncing indication from the VIX yet. Oil got a little bit of a bounce. So many buyers still up here. Okay, liking the candle pattern for topping. And oil getting a little bit of action here, so I'm holding the short. Oh, but then oil's getting that same rejection again. Okay, oil getting a push. I like that. VIX still got nothing doing. Candle, let's see what happens. There we go. All right, I took off 2, took off 3. Good profits there. Leaving my next stop up there at the tippity top because we top ticked it. Top Jimmy, he's the king. Now, look at this. I love, it's just, gosh, this is so clean. I love the TopStep X. I love them, just the look. It just looks so nice to me, baby eyes. And my VIX 15 does not support the short. 5 minute, little green, at 1916. I think I'm gonna get stopped out though. Oil at 98. What's gonna happen? Oh, rejection off 98 oil.
Order filled.
So that 98 rejection is gonna push us to new highs. Oh boy, 480s. 480s on the chart. VIX, you failed me again. Oil. I'm gonna go ahead and just put a line there because that rejection keeps happening. 98. No bueno. Now, next level down is in the 18s for VIX. We might get a 19 tap. Might get a 19 tap right around we test 500s. Look at how these buyers. I think we're going all-time highs this week, you guys. Wow. Wow. Shorts are just getting nailed this week. Okay. UVXY finally woke up. Oh, finally. Yes, I'm even going to go short over here on micros. $60 a drawdown. Let's see what happens. Shorted the bounce on the UVXY. Let's see if it's real. No, it's not real. Wow, it was a Fugazi the whole time. Just a fugazi. I'm gonna take one off.
Order filled.
Kind of more or less break even. Still believe in you, Top Candle. Still believe. Again, that 98 on oil is the sticky widget. UVXY initially had this really nice bottom wick here, but they just filled the entire freaking thing. Hey-oh, there's a short. Taking some profits over here on my micros.
Order filled.
I'm moving my stop to break even. Not gonna lose that account today. No sir, no sir. Whoa, okay. Okay, that was the short I've been waiting for this whole dang time. The whole dang time. I knew it was coming. There goes oil. Stop at break even again. Again. We keep top ticking the market and it keeps going up. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to take one more off in profit. Oh man, there's still so many buyers up here. This is really concerning for shorts. I've been trying to short this market for the last 4 days. Gotten chewed the fuck up. But I'm still here. Thesis is still here. I still think that there's no good news happening. What the fuck are we going up for, everybody? We just had terrible economic data. Last Friday's economic data was some of the worst ever on record, ever in history. All-time worst consumer confidence. This morning, we had new home sales, existing home sales, and also new multi-year lows. Realtors are saying, we fucked. I don't think this is a situation where bad news equals good news because there are no rate cuts coming. That used to be the case where it's like, ooh, inflation went up. We'll probably get 3 rate cuts this year. No, we might get 0 more. 0 more rate cuts are on the table.
Thanks for listening to X Creeper Studios. If you know, you know. Enjoy the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Comment below the vibe. Thanks, you know the time. Goodbye. Goodbye. See you next
This
time.
is reminiscent, by the way, of my TopStep funded account, my XFA on Friday that was down to like $150 of drawdown, and I fought it all the way back to 500, and then I blew it up this morning trying to go short.
Order
Took one more off in profit. I see us riding the EMA. I see it. I see it. I'm gonna take that off in profit too.
Order filled.
See you next time. See you next time.
Now, if this short does rematerialize, I'll chase it hard. Watching UVXY for any sign of life here.
See you next time.
7's now on the market. Oil at 98. This could be the dump that we needed. Okay, I see VIX with a little bit of a bounce too. Tick is getting stronger. All right, oil got a pump.
Order filled.
Chased it hard at 68. Let's see how we go here. There's the VIX bounce. Took off 1.
Order filled.
See you next time.
And this is a chase. When you chase, you got to take your profits quick. Took off 1 more. That was only a $10 profit, but I am seeing the top wick form on oil. Stupid oil! Taking my profits.
Order filled.
I'm seeing it just reject just over 98. Boo! VIX did not get the bounce. Not a whole lot of gusto on it. VIX, however, has some promise here. Let's see this. VIX, back to 1920. Market's not going anywhere, though. Okay.
Order
There's
filled.
98 break on oil. Short from 62 this time. 1920 test. That's our pivot on the VIX. Man, VIX recollecting the pivot, somehow not bringing the market down? This is confusing. Okay, here's our bounce on the VIX, UVXY. All right, took off 1 more.
Order filled.
Any of these could just be another bouncy spot, another big launchy bounce. Oh boy, that's why stopped out.
Stop filled.
Still short over here. I'm gonna go ahead and take that profit. Okay, we now have $159 in drawdown left in TopStep. Let's fucking go. 1920 again on the VIX. Top wick off of EMA. This could be just the launch that the market needs to go up. Risky shorts from here, guys. Risky shorts. I love the top wick. I love this topping look here, but it's risky on shorts until the VIX reclaims this EMA. It's been riding it down all the way now to pivot. This could be the long entry. I'm tempted to go long. Seeing VIX reject. I'm seeing oil reject. 1921 now. $98 getting tested on oil. Again, tempted to take a long here. Crazy. If you look at the 15-minute chart, there's no fucking way that's a long. Okay, 98 on oil. Let's see if it holds. If we lose 98 and we start seeing a little bit of sell volume come into it, 98.07, 98.08, that would be the long. 98.07 on oil. A little bit of a bounce in the NQ. Okay, look at the topping pattern on oil. Topping pattern in oil. Starting to get the rejection. I think we're going to get a huge pump here. Out of one.
Order filled.
Second one to break even. You see how we just flipped? We flipped from short to long. We were on the 9 EMA that we've been riding the whole way. VIX was back testing the pivot from below. And look at the top wick on the VIX. I'm going to stay long even if I get stopped out here. Still tempted on the long here. Look at that 1917 VIX. Really want to continue to be long here. 450.65. Okay, watching closely against that 98 oil. All right, I'm long 3 here. I think we still continue to get this push. I think we're under 98 on oil. We're under the pivot on VIX. Get this push now. Let's push now. Okay, well under 98. Bit of a test of this prior SR resistance support area. Took out 2.
Order filled.
I'm seeing the UVXY getting a bounce out of the corner of my eye. Look at that oil reject off of 98. Oh, but remember, 97.70s have actually been where the pivot was on the oil. This 98 is more of a psychological pivot, but look at that. That is the true pivot. It's the 97.84. And look at that. It's getting a bounce now off of that level. Caution on short. I'm even going to put in a stop. Oh,
Order filled.
I stopped out. Stopped out of the long. Reclaim on VIX pivot and 98 oil. Good stop out. All right, well, there's the oil under 98, heading towards our pivot. UVXY is giving me red here, close to the low. Okay, cautiously long.
Order filled.
Not big. Okay, oil to pivot, VIX over pivot. Okay, VIX still over pivot. UVXY is about to make a new low. Now, if we start to see big candles, I'm just going to get out of the way. Oil's holding the pivot. Oh, UVXY got a bounce. Oil over 98. UVXY, big bounce. I added.
Order filled.
And I will add one more if we get down into the 42s. And some green now. I like that. Like that very much. All right.
Order
Out there,
filled.
break even. Stop at break even on the second position on the ad. Look at that nice rejection off the EMA. Lots to like about that. Oil holding 98. Not great for a long, especially if it pushes above the resistance level around 98.25. VIX on the pivot. Now we do have MOC in 2 minutes. Market on close when the last orders of the day start to come in, start to fly in. It's at 3:50 p.m. every day. It's a market maker technical exercise where they close their books so all final orders start to get processed. It tends to send the market in one direction or the other. UVXY is making new lows. VIX under the pivot. Oil at 98. Love it. Love it. Look at the entry. Look at the entry. Moving my stop up. To go mega long here. Whoa, whoa, that's why. That's why. There's MOC.
Order filled.
All right, all right. I'm flat. 1200 on that account.
Order filled.
All right, I chased it long in this account. Not a lot of drawdown left. It might be the kiss of death. Let's just see if we have continuation above.
Order filled.
We do. We
Order
do.
filled.
We do.
Order filled.
We do. We
Order
do.
filled.
Stop at break even for the last 5. Come on, let's go. We didn't lose the account today, everybody. We kept it. We kept it. It had no drawdown left. It had almost none. Now it's got 300 and something.
Order filled.
This is great news. It's great news. I don't know if I want to chase anymore. VIX at 19. Wow. I'm going to chase. I'm chasing it with bigs up here. I'm chasing it with bigs on the tippity tip.
Order filled.
All right, and I'm all out. I'm all out. Okay. Still long over here. Yeah. Yeah.
filled.
Oh, whoops. That was my last contract. All right, flat there. Okay. Glad I'm all out of all my positions off of 500. Yeah, VIX got a bounce. Hard to chase this. Need like another 200 bucks for the end of the day. Yeah, there's the VIX bounce. 97, 81, 78. 500 still holding. I keep chasing. Keep chasing.
Order filled.
Out of 1.
Order filled.
Out of 2.
Order filled.
Out of 3 at break even. All right, let's need 150 now. Just 150. Just 150. Ain't no big thing. Ain't no big thing. VIX under 19. Is that going to hold? Will VIX get a 19 bounce? Wow, look at the continuation. 97.80s in oil. VIX 1897. $5.15. Oil got a little bounce. UVXY getting a bounce. All right, I got short one. I just need 150 to call it a day over here. Now I think everyone's going to take profit. Okay, here we go. 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 To the downside now. To the downside now. All right. That's oh, look at the exit. Look at the exit. That's a VIX test on 19. It's back under 19 though. What do we do? What do we do? I only need like $26. $26 holla on the micros. Long or short though is the question. Long or short? It's hard to go short against this, but I see UVXY trying to get a little bouncy bounce. VIX back at 19. 516 on the market. We're on 50 in the UVXY. So much for that 40 bounce. All right, I'm short 2 micros. I only need $26. I can't tell you how many accounts that I've torched trying to get something as meaningless as 26 sim dollars. Okay, 1897 on the VIX. I was thinking a 19 reclaim might be just what the doctor ordered. Wow, continuation upside. Dang, hard to short up here. Hard to short against this. This is a giant squeeze. Giant squeeze. Now I'm short 4 from 520s. Look at that. We're out of the fucking chart. Off the charts. Okay, seeing some sellers. Seeing some sells come in. Okay. Looking for some green here. Look at that pump. Whoa! All right.
Order filled.
I'm continuing to short it from
Order
there.
filled.
Okay, UVXY finally getting some bounce. Wow. Oil's getting the bounce, but the market is just continuing upside. Wow, look at the push. 5 minutes left in the day. Wow. Okay, still looking for the 19 reclaim on VIX. What a squeeze, you guys. Squeezing into the close. I'm shorting it. That's tough.
Order filled.
Come on, we're going to close out your longs and we're going to get my $150 the hard way, the long way. It's just playing in profits here. Dang, the squeeze continues. At some point, they're going to need to take profits, I think. Okay, UVXY is still probing lows.
Order filled. Order filled.
Market's
Order
making
filled.
new highs. Seeing oil get some bounce. Market's squeezing though. Wow. Wow. This is impressive. This is impressive on the market, guys. Wow. So much buying up here. Wild. Come on, we got to close out. We got to close out. We got to close out. We got to close them out. Close them out. Close out your longs. Close out your longs. VIX is getting a bounce. Close out your longs, everybody. Oh, bounced off our entry. Bounced off the entry. Dang. There's the closeouts I was looking for. Here's the bounce. Come on, come on. There we go. 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 Hey-o, hey-o. Still short 8.
Order filled.
Still short 6. Still
Order
short
filled.
4.
Order filled.
Jeez, this bouncy
filled.
market. Dang, I gotta start getting a piggyback ready over here to make this trade actually work. That was an L on that trade, technically, for all the size I had on it. Dang. VIX over 19 again. Okay.
Order
2
filled.
backpacks short. I don't want it break
Order
even.
filled.
Wow, the push. Wow, added.
Order filled.
Added on the backpacks. Tough. Tough shorts. Wild buying action here at the close. No continuation to the downside. All right, out of 1.
Order filled.
Stop is at break even.
Stop filled.
Stop. Okay, I'm all out of my... All out. All flat.
Order filled.
Back in the micros. Okay, there's the close. Now we're trading futures. 1908 on the VIX.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
A little bit short from the 40s. That's the 540s after I was shorting at the 440s. Okay, there goes oil. Okay, 2
Order
left.
filled.
You know what? I'm flat.
Order filled.
Okay, back to the $26 that we needed before. UVXY got a nice bounce and VIX over 19. Tweezer top off 550. Oil's getting the pump now. Short
Order
3 from 37. I will add once we get closer to the top. $26 is really the number we need. No, come on. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Oil's flying. Come on.
Order filled.
Come on now. Just a little bit of green. I don't need a lot. I don't need a lot. Just looking to get a little bit of their tweezer top action off the 40s. My cost basis is 37. Okay, here's some shorts coming in. Here we go. Here we go. 7, 9. Cannot push it down, though. Very buoyant. The market is, even after the close. Still gotten a push. Wow, come on. This is exactly what I tried to do after the close on Friday, and I got clapped on my TopStep funded, which put me at a little bit more of a deficit than you guys saw on stream on Friday. I lost $200 extra there, which helped me blow it this morning. I still think longs are going to close. They're going to de-risk. Okay, we're in the 7. Come on, 11. VIX getting some juice. Remember earlier when I said I don't think
Order
longs
filled.
have the juice? I think I was clearly misguided there. Okay, there we go. There's 11. Okay, just need $20 now. Come on. I'm flat. Look at that bounce.
Order filled.
Jeez. Jeez. Still the same $26. I'm tempted to hit a long here. Jeez. Look like the squeeze is continuing. VIX at 1914. Look at that. Continuation upside. $98 oil. VIX got the rejection off the EMA initially. Still a tweezer top from the 40s. Hard to get long up here at the tippity top, but I do just need $26. All right, gonna have to get a little bit bigger size here. I'm seeing sellers come in. The VIX pop. Patient here. We're at 42. 50 seem to be the area of resistance. All right, I'm short 6
Order
from
filled.
40. Green.
Order filled. Order
2
filled.
now. Man, those fills are tough at this time of day. You really got to get this move right if you want to get any profit. $2. $2. Rejected pivot. VIX rejected 1920. Oh. All right.
Order filled.
And VIX still at 1918. How long?
Order filled.
Got. Squeeze has got more juice to it. Any more juice? The entry was not great. Again, spreads are tough this time of day. We get a little pop, little pop, little pop, 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 pop. There's one.
Order
There's 2.
filled.
Whew.
Order filled.
Okay. Actually made a little bit too much and I quickly lose $30.
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, that'll do it.
Order
Aha! $1,499.72. That's how you do it. That's how you wiggle it around on a MyFundedFutures Rapid Account Challenge. Right after you torch a TopStep challenge, we did get a little bit of a rescue here. $362 in drawdown. We're going to not touch that for the rest of the day. Not a great day on the TopStep, but we did get 600 and some on the TPT, making this technically a green day. Probably a green day by about $40, but I will take it. I'm not one to really overstay my welcome here past close. I'm going to go home. Wait, I am home. I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to go relax. I think that you guys should probably do this. Look at that. Look at that topping candle on NQ right here at 4:06 p.m. when no one else is trading. I mean, I'm not suggesting that you go short. In fact, I would recommend against it because you don't know what your broker's going to force close you. TopStep did that to me on Friday. Force closed me for a $200 loss. It could have been worse. It could have been worse. When you're trading after 4 p.m., you are at the mercy of your broker or your prop firm at whenever they want to cut it. And by the way, if you're trading TPT, Take Profit Trader, they won't cut it. They'll just let you go past the 459 cutoff, whatever their cutoff is. They'll just let it run. I've had a position like overnight on TPT for profit. As soon as you close that trade, they take your account away. So my suggestion is everybody go home. Call it a day. This is a Monday. Was it a good Monday? No. Was it a great Monday? No. Was it a Monday? Yes. I'll see you all on Tuesday. Probably earlier next time. I love you. Have a good day. See you next time.